Are Bluetooth speakers banned on Carnival? And I understand where this question came from because I think there was a brief period where it was, but then they pulled back from that. I guess something must have happened where they got complaints where I guess people were blasting their Bluetooth speakers and it was disrupting other guests. I don't know.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is it was immediately after I got my Bluetooth speaker from Carnival. On my 25th cruise, my milestone cruise, my first milestone cruise with Carnival, I never got a letter or anything outlining what I got. I just kind of started getting things on the cruise, which was interesting. And one of them was this Bluetooth speaker.
And it was left in your room?
Yeah, well, it was in a nice box. And it's interesting because it has sort of the branding from, I think, the casino. Yeah. So, you got your clubs and
hearts
and everything and diamonds there. And it's got the little Carnival, funnel built in there. And so I think it said like elite gift or something. And so what I suspect happened is they just gave me a gift that they give some of the elite casino people at that particular time.
But you rarely go into the casino.
Oh, I've never used the casino.
So how could you be elite casino?
I'm not. I think that I suspect that this was in lieu of something I should have gotten for my milestone cruise. Oh, okay. However, my milestone cruise was also my first back-to-back. So I don't know, maybe I got it because it was back-to-back. But whatever it was, this was with my name and like a little like, thanks for cruising with us, for Ray, something. Like there was a little Post-it that was handwritten. And this was in a box and it was brand new. And I opened it up and I was like, this is a really good Bluetooth speaker that's waterproof.
Yeah.
And I actually already had one at home, and then I ended up I think I sold that one at a yard sale and just kept this one, partly because I like the Carnival branding because I'm a bit of a fanboy, but also this was better. It's more compact. The battery lasts a really long time. It puts out really good sound. Like this is actually a really good shower speaker. I take it with me when I travel so I can listen to music and sing in the shower.
I can hear it over the loud fan that we have in the bathroom. That's just
the hotel fan
volume
hears.
of a jet engine. Yeah.
So I mean, this is pretty good. And so it was funny because right after I got that, Carnival banned Bluetooth speakers. It looked like. So it was like, but you just gave me one.
Yeah.
And it was around the time that I got this. I'm like, did you give me contraband? Like, that doesn't make sense. And so that's when there was this rumor and inconsistent messaging swirling around the internet about, they've banned Bluetooth speakers. And some people had reported in our group that, like, they had some in their luggage and they got confiscated and stuff like that.
They couldn't do that.
I don't know. Because there are some things that are banned in certain circumstances. For example, if you try to take a drone onto a ship, they will confiscate it at port and give it back to you.
Yes.
And you might be able to get it at particular ports to use, but not on the ship.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if they were doing that with the Bluetooth speakers. I wasn't really sure.
But even with a Bluetooth speaker, it doesn't matter. You can have your phone out. You can have another portable speaker.
Well, and they're so small. Good luck finding them all. And also, I mean, in the gift shop, they sold the little ones that floated.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they were still selling them during the brief, what I thought might have been a ban. Don't quote me on this. Let us know.
I don't think there was a ban. It doesn't make sense because you can just play music from your phone and raise that up, and it's you can even have a little speaker that's not Bluetooth and just play music that way.
Yeah. So
it doesn't. There's something wrong there.
Yeah, and so I think there may have been a brief period where there might have been a ban, but this is the current policy from Carnival's website. I looked it up.
Okay.
Bluetooth, portable, and wireless speakers are only permitted within your stateroom and must be used respectfully and at a reasonable sound level and time of day.
Okay, so it must have been. Yeah, there must have been a complaint of they brought it out onto Lido maybe.
Or maybe their balcony.
Or the balcony, and they just blared music, and some music is good to listen to. Other music, you're like, why are we listening to this crap?
Well, and it comes down to matters of taste.
And but it comes down to volume.
Yes.
It comes down to the time of the day. Like, is it being blasted at 5 o'clock in the morning or 1:30 in the morning? It's, I can see them putting restrictions on certain things, but outright banning.
Yeah, so that's definitely not the current state of play. Yeah. There may have been a brief overreaction period where that may or may not have been true.
Yeah.
And so just be cautious if you see things that are shared like on the internet. Try to suss out how old it is, because it may have been true at some point. But again, the Carnival website, if it speaks to a particular subject, should always be the source of truth in these sorts of things over any opinion or experience that somebody's relaying to you.
And remember, whatever you read on the internet, it's not necessarily true.
Yeah.
If you want to get source, go to the source. If you want to get real, true information, go to the source. So if you read on the internet about a ban or something going on with Carnival, go to the Carnival website, official Carnival website, and look it up there. Do your research first.
Yeah, and we try to do that for you as well on this show. And it is also worth noting that like not every question's answered on that website, and the website's not perfect. It's not super searchable, and so like this took me some work to suss out. It wasn't a simple search to get to this particular policy. It took a couple of at bats before I tracked it down. That's part of why we're sharing it, and so part of why we share our experiences to give the personal experience, because you can have a policy on paper, but do you enforce it?
Yeah.
Recently, I've had inconsistent experiences on the water slides, whether or not I can have my GoPro. And so like one ship swore up and down, I think it was the Venetia, they swore up and down you could never have a GoPro. And like check our YouTube channel, like we have staff smiling and waving at the GoPro.
Yeah.
Like we don't hide it.
Yeah.
We try to follow the rules all the time. We read the rules before we go up there, and on the slide it says nothing about that sort of thing.
Yep.
So if there is a policy, it's inconsistently applied, and so sometimes even if there's a policy, it isn't always strictly enforced. But by and large, when in doubt, obviously the official source is the one to believe over a couple of jerks on the internet.
Yeah.
So anyways, so you can bring your Bluetooth speaker, but again, only to use in your stateroom at a reasonable level and at reasonable times of day. So the shower, you want to sing in the shower, don't sing too loud and don't do it at 3 a.m. You'll probably be fine, because it's what I do.